What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you should definitely subscribe. I upload about college, lifestyle, and the Disney College program, so you should definitely subscribe if you're not already. Today's video is gonna be a little bit different because I made a really big life change and I'm excited to share it with you guys. This has been something that I've been debating for literally 5 years of my life, and it literally is changing the entire direction of the course of my life and just like my goals and what I have to do for the next few years. So this has been like a huge change in my life that it wasn't like out of nowhere. It was definitely contemplated and like thought about very often, so it wasn't just like out of the blue. But I did change my major and I wanted to talk to you guys about it because it's such a big part of my life now. I feel like I have more like purpose now that I changed it, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I wanted to do a fun way of announcing what I changed my major to, just because I wanted to see what you guys thought that I would change my major to. So I asked on Instagram, if you want to follow me, you should definitely go follow me. Or I posted a picture on my story and I asked what you guys thought that I changed my major to. So I'm gonna read some of what you guys thought that I would change my major to. Also, I'm gonna preface this by saying I am a junior in college. I am a first semester junior, and I just want to say, like, it is probably gonna be one of the hardest things that I've ever done, to be honest. It sounds dramatic, but like it is so hard changing your major first semester junior year. A lot of my classes that I'm in right now are like my last major. Actually, I guess 2 of them were. I withdrew from one, I'm just taking the other one because it's like an easy A to like boost my GPA. It definitely is not easy because then I have to take classes. I'll explain like what I have to do now to like still graduate on time, or even like close to on time. It's definitely not going to be easy, but I would encourage you guys, like, if you aren't passionate about what you're majoring in right now and you have something else that you think that you would want to, I know that not everybody is financially able to do that, but if you can, I would say do it. Like, it's gonna be hard. What I've been encouraged to do is, like, it's so much better to pursue something that you're passionate about, that you're gonna spend the rest of your life doing. So much more important to pursue that than to just stay in it because it's gonna be the easy route. So that's what I'm going to say about that right now, but I'll explain it more once I tell you guys what I'm majoring in. So literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people said psychology. A lot of people thought that it was going to be psychology just because I'm minoring in psychology, and I'm still minoring in psych because I absolutely love psych. I think I was asking Michaela today, I was like, why do you think everybody thinks that I'm changing my major to psych? Because that's not what I'm changing my major to. But she's like, honestly, you're like so obsessed with the Enneagram, and I love just like psychoanalyzing people and saying, oh, that's why they do that, that's why they're this way. I love that so much, so that's probably why people thought that that's what it's gonna do. But I'm still minoring in psych. That's not what I changed my major to. A couple of people said communications, and no, I was in strategic communications. That used to be my major, but I'm not anymore. My friend Bailey said drop out. No, I'm not dropping out of school. Gotta get that degree, you know. Somebody said chemistry, biology, or pre-med. Absolutely not. That is like, okay, props to you guys that are majoring in those things. I could never, like, I hate science so much, so no. Somebody said global studies or marketing. Global studies would be, honestly, that'd be pretty cool because I love travel and I would love to travel someday, but that is not what I changed my major to. I've heard that's a fun major though. Somebody said marketing, and that was pretty similar to what I was majoring in. Stratcom is pretty close to marketing. It's kind of like the creative side of marketing, but that is not what I'm majoring in. And then one person guessed it right, and I am in the process of changing my major to education. So different than what I was doing before with strategic communications, and now are in the process of changing my major to middle school education. So it has been the biggest decision of my whole life. I've always like grown up with people telling me that I would be a good teacher. I think everybody in my life has always like encouraged me to be a teacher. My mom's always said that I would be good at it, and so she's always encouraged me in it. And whenever I wasn't sure what I wanted to major in, the whole time, like for the past like 4 or 5 years, people have been like education. And I obviously don't think that if people tell you that you would be good at something, that doesn't necessarily mean that you should like automatically do it just because everybody says that you should. But I think that you definitely should take, like, whenever you're choosing your major in the future, for you guys that aren't in college yet, it's really important to look at, 1, what you're good at, and 2, what people can see you as, because a lot of times like you can like overthink yourself, but if a lot of people tell you that you would be good at something, you may want to take it into consideration. Sometimes people from the outside know better, look at it in a more clear lens than you can whenever you're like overthinking it. Another reason why it took me so long to decide I want to do education, I've been literally debating this for so long. Just always just loved the idea of teaching, but I think I was just scared to do it for a couple reasons. One of them is I used to be, I'll even say it, like I used to be very materialistic. I think I've like gotten better in that. For a while I wanted to have a job where I made like a ton of money just because like I wanted to have that lifestyle. But over the years I've just realized that like, one, if you have your master's, you can get, you know, you can make a really good living off of it. Even if not, like, you still make a really good living. It's amazing. It has the summers off. It has all kinds of benefits. It's one of the most consistent, steady jobs that there is. And those are things that I didn't take into consideration a lot. But also, I think that just realizing that, yeah, money is good and money is important for surviving in the world. But at the end of your life, you're not going to be on your deathbed saying, oh, how much money did I make? It's gonna be how you love people and how well people love you, the impact that you had on the world. And I think that that is so much more important than making a lot of money. And everybody has a different way that they're gonna impact the world. For me, I just feel that my calling to impact the world is teaching. I was really scared because my teachers had such a huge impact on my life, my love for reading, just the course of my entire life, the motivation that I felt, to go into school and which school to choose. To think about being the person that helps shape a generation is terrifying to me, because it's like, if you mess up, like, what happens if you mess up? What happens if you say the wrong thing? Like, that would terrify me because it's such an important role, I feel like. And so I didn't want to do or say anything that would like mess up, like where I would mess up. But at the end of the day, like, you're gonna mess up. It's just natural. You're just gonna mess up. You're gonna learn and you're gonna grow. It's not about how perfect you do it. It's about like what you learn along the way. Honestly, it's about how well you love the kids rather than how perfect of a teacher you are, because I think that that's way more important to really make an impact on them emotionally rather than like giving them the perfect education, because that's like doesn't exist. Basically, I chose middle school rather than elementary school. Honestly, I could go back and forth, like, since the education school is kind of hard with the gate system, it doesn't really completely matter if I change right now, and like the urgency of it, just because my next semester is mostly gen eds. It's not anything with my major yet. What I'm doing to graduate on time, this seems a little bit crazy and it doesn't seem like it's possible, but I did take a lot of gen eds already. So there's a lot of prereqs for teaching, just because whenever you're a teacher, you have to know a little bit about a lot of things, especially for middle school. So I have to take a lot of prereqs. It's like random things like geography, government and civics, like stuff like that. I take a lot of my major classes. All my major classes are available online, so I am going to be taking online classes over the summer, fall semester, spring semester. If I need to, I'm leaving like the summer after I like graduate or walk or whatever open, so if I needed to withdraw from some, it's like it's not as urgent to finish all those things in that amount of time, like rush it, just because I have that summer. So if I need to take more online classes, like I can. If I just like absolutely can't, because most of my semesters are like 17 credits, 16 credits, 18 credits. It's a lot. So if I feel like I can't do it, then I have that kind of summer to fall back on, so I can like kind of push some of those to then. And then the fall after that, I'm doing my student teaching. So in Virginia, I think you can do your student teaching like most anywhere in Virginia, but that is what I'm doing. I am so incredibly excited to change. I think I'm going to do my cognate in English, so I think I'm going to be a middle school English teacher. I also want to be a middle school history teacher. I would love to teach like 5th and 6th grade. I know you don't really have that much of a say in it, but I would love to teach those grades, just because I think that the younger middle school is like probably where my heart is. I would love to even teach like 4th, 3rd, 2nd, like any of that. I would love elementary or middle school. I love those two age ranges. That is what I'm doing. Huge change. I'm so excited to finally announce this, and I hope that you guys like this video. I know this was short, but my next video will be a lot longer, but I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for asking on my Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.